Okay, Cap. You ended up being last. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's your general read for August. You know, Capricorn. There we go. You're so eager. You're so eager to hear what's going on. I'll probably get like 10 views because it's going to be a long one. Because I'm clarifying and channeling, and it's only fair intuitively. I'm torn, okay, because I chose three specific decks that I was working with this month, and then Libra. They ended up. This deck caught my eye. It's sitting over there, and I was like, "Oh, dare I?" And I ended up doing it. And I don't know if I should use the rider weight for you guys or not. I don't think I'm going to. It's fine. Everything you need to know is in the description box. Okay? Everything you need to know is in the description box, including the fact that I don't do personal readings. This is the only place you can see them. I don't charge money. This is the only place you can see me do readings, right here on YouTube. That's it. Two personal social media accounts. Again, personal social media accounts. I'm not already speaking to you from my social media accounts, then, the rest of them are probably fake. Ashes the Dawn is my Instagram handle. However, those are my personal social media accounts. Oh, anyway. Let's get started, shall we? It's late. Are you late? You're late for something. Or you feel like it's too late for something. It's never too late, Cap. Let's get into your song. That was a weird shuffle. But it's never too late. And you think it is too late for something to happen for you. But it's not. It's not. Can't impress upon you enough the idea of not living into default futures. It's a concept that I learned from an amazing book. I believe the book that I'm talking about is The 3 Laws of Performance. Can't remember the authors because there are 2 authors and they have not classic names. Not living into default futures. So don't resign yourself to the idea that it's too late to do something, although that's what's going on for you in your mind right now. Also, apologies on the nails, right? I'm moving and I've got a lot of stuff to get rid of and I got a lot of money to save. So, sacrifices, right? That sound in the background is bugging me. 2 seconds. Hi, yeah, sorry. Because I am channeling, I don't like to have too much background hum. Who am I? You're asking yourself. There are some of you that are on a search for trying to figure out who you are. Others of you know who you are, but you're trying to seek something else, something external to yourself. There are some of you who are rejoicing in your own company. Definitely finding that that newfound sense of joy within your own company. It's like you already have it, but now it's even grander, And there are new things, but there's still a sense of it's too late. Like you've resigned yourself to a future without something in it, or without achieving something that you've really worked for or that you've always sought after. And I don't want you to live in that energy. You know what I mean? That doesn't get you anywhere. Having a negative mindset is crap. And, there are so many people in this world that will tell you that you cannot do what you want or go after the things that you wish to be yours. So be your own biggest cheerleader this month. And do what you will. Everything You Want by Vertical Horizon. Woo, that jumped out at us, didn't it? Everything You Want. Guess what? Guess what? Guess who brought their effing tablet out, Caps? And you're getting unfiltered, Ashley, because it's late. And I'm tired. And it's going to be a long read. But you know what? We pulling it out. And we're going to find it. We're going to find it. God, you would think that it would be more intuitive, but that's fine. Okay, let's do it. So that's cool. Somewhere they're speaking and it's already coming in. Do you know what's funny? This ear's ringing already. Yeah. Echoes of angels who will return. And then, of course, the chorus. He's everything you want. He's everything you need. He's everything inside of you that you wish you could be. It's not fucking corny. It's corny, but you know. He means nothing to you and you don't know why. Do you have that kind of a feeling? You're waiting for someone to put you together. You're waiting for someone to push you away. Ew. Oh. Are we dealing with somebody who's used to being in those relationships where you're always the person who wants the other person more? And so when you're in a relationship where everything is going well and everything is kosher, it's like it's boring. You're addicted to drama. Don't be one of those people who's addicted to drama, yeah? Out of the island into the highway, past the places where you might have turned. You never did notice, but you still hide away the anger of angels who won't return. The part before it, but you'll just sit tight and watch it unwind. It's only what you're asking for, and you'll just be fine with all of your time. It's only what you're waiting for. And then, yeah, out of the island into the highway, past the places where you might have turned. You never did notice, but you still hide away the anger of angels who won't return. That's fucking chilling. I'm going to put this away now. Some of us are going out of the island and into the highway. Well, flying over the highway. Anyway, that's the song. Don't know who it's talking about for you, Cap, but that's your song. Anyway. I got my ringing over here, so I'm going to go with this one. Joie, Vivre. I wanted to go with that one, but the ringing's over here. It's over here too, but it's over here more pronounced. Send the dust in. Send the dust in. Yeah, red western sky. We're doing past, present, and future, and we're going to clarify with the Sun Moon Tarot. Still looking at that deck, though. Do I want to clarify with that deck instead of that deck? Oh, do I want to do something special for you because you had to wait longer than everybody else, and so maybe you should get something different? Do I want to? Do I want to do something different for you guys? Because you had to wait all this time? Red western sky. Red western sky. Red western sky. Red western sky. Oh, that's a good shuffle. Holy shit. Smooth like butter. Somebody is smooth like butter. There's this other part. When I get the check, man, yeah, I'm gonna fire it. That's like another good part of that song. I like that. I'm gonna fire it. Yeah. And when I get the check, man, yeah, I'm gonna fire it. Yeah. Somebody waiting for a check. Somebody's waiting for a check. You're waiting for a check, Cap. And when I get that check, yeah, man, I'm gonna tossing over me. Did you see that? Twist for fairness and for our leaves. Tossing over me. Let's go with our past, Cap. Believe that anyone's out there. This one almost bent. I have to take it. It's 5 of Wands. Conflict. There's a conflict with another individual or conflict within yourself. Conflict with other individuals. Perceived conflict with other individuals, I'm hearing. You perceive that conflict was afoot. Oh, but I also hear a war with yourself. It's hard to believe. And it starts in the reverse, avoiding impulsive action towards a Libran. Or feeling the inability to make a decision. Avoiding impulsive action in order to avoid negative consequences of the law. Judgment's not going in your favor despite your lack of impulsive action, or decisions not going in your favor despite everybody's lack of impulsive action after following conflict. So during this conflict, did you decide to take the high road? And when you decided to take the high road, you felt that there was a lack of fairness. There's still a lack of fairness there. Libra energy and Gemini energy. These are your 3 options. You have lots of options in your past, Cap. Lots of options in the romantic sense. You decided to drop all of them and make a decision fairly quickly. You had a lot of options and you were like, no, I don't want options. I want you to just tell me what the fuck. And so you decided to make a decision anyway. This is a 2 card, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years ago, 2 weeks or 2 months ago. Gemini season 2 months ago, probably. Lots of options. Not feeling like Libra is one of them because it's in the reverse. You weren't considering Libra one of them. Somebody with Pisces in their chart, or somebody who's been kind of laying in wait for a while and trying to gain perspective on a situation. Still, the balance is a thing. Balance is a thing. Balance. 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 You've got lots of that here. It's more of a lack of it, though, because you notice every single card that I've shown you is either in the reverse or the Hangman is upside down. Okay. You were trying to gain perspective. You were sitting still. You decided to drop all of your options. You may have whittled it down to very, very few. And then you decided to hang back. Take a time out here. I'm seeing time out. Time out. Looks like a watch strapped to him. Not so much the Neptune symbol. That's what I saw when I saw it first. Of course, I don't have my glasses on. But still, I feel like this is taking the time out to really just kind of take a break from everything. And even though you took a break from everything, you ended up with just a couple options instead of all of these intense choices in front of you. Gaining perspective. Trying to see points of view. It could be, though, that one of these options is that remains has Pisces in their chart, or it was somebody who's hanging off to the side, kind of just surveying and gaining their own perspective. What's in the present? It's in the present for you, Capricorn. Don't worry, we're going to read verticals and we're going to clarify. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to clarify with that one or that one. It's easier to clarify with a little deck than it is with a giant deck. That's the problem. Okay. Another 5. There's lots of change happening, isn't there? We have 5 of Swords. This is truce or admit of defeat. During this time, you're at an impasse. Check it. Truce or admitting defeat in a situation, being at an impasse. I don't like 5 cards. They're annoying. It's just kind of my thing. I don't really like them. That one wants to stick out. Having courage. Have courage. Maintain your temper. Do not rage. Don't be too passionate. Even keel. Even keel. Have courage. Don't be impulsive. Have courage to act within your convictions. Act with passion and action, but methodical. Be methodical about things. Don't be impulsive. Have courage. Leo, this is during this time, right? This is a Leo card. So during this time, in August here. Capricorn, what else? Capricorn, what else? Cap. What else? Okay. High Priestess in reverse. Secrets are coming out right now. You're starting to learn some things. You might, during this time, start to learn secrets. Not necessarily all secrets that are sensational either. It could just be things that you never knew are coming to light during this time. It could be things that are even deeper than just surface level bullshit, right? Like it could be stuff that's deeper spiritual stuff. Learning and broadening your horizons in ways that you never knew before with hidden knowledge. You know? But I will say this, having the courage to seek answers to things that have been kept hidden from you could be one thing. But maintaining your temper and having courage to maintain control. If some of these things that come out or that you learn that may not be fair, they may be about dishonesty because it's right under justice in the reverse. If some of these things are not to your liking that you learn. Pisces again. Another Pisces card there. What else? During the present. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's too many. That one's on its own. You're coming out of a self-imposed prison. Or a mental prison. You're setting yourself free. You set yourself free of options in the past. Now you're setting yourself free of a perceived prison. There is a lot going on here with perception for you. And there's a need to save. You're saving up your funds. Could also be protecting your heart space. Or holding close to your chest your plans. Or your feelings. Things of value to you that have to do with your stability. That have to do with your connectedness and groundedness. Or your sense of control, centeredness within yourself, your sovereignty. I'm not doing that again. God. That's a part of it. I'm not doing that again. Part of it is the lesson to not do something again, not do something over and over again to yourself or to other people, and probably to yourself though. logic. Aquarian energy. Something about a Pisces, Aquarius, Casper. Here, we have the Hangman right above the King of Swords, who I always read as Aquarius. Pisces, Aquarius, Casp is one of the options that you retained out of your Seven of Cups. In the future. But it's using your head. Using your head. You're trying to be smart about saving funds. Also is a thing here. Trying to be smart and ahead of the game. Invitation to work on your mind, body, spirit. The union thereof. Small contracts and partnerships of professional nature. You could start working with somebody new during the end of August. What else? It might be that you're not getting, in the past, you weren't getting along with somebody that you were working with, and you reached an impasse on a project or something of that nature. Or you weren't driving intellectually with somebody when it came to something that you were working on of a creative nature. And now you've been you've been paired up with somebody else to work on something new in the future. Could be a creative, intellectual thing, because I have wands and I have swords right down to the coins in the vertical. What do we have next? Tell me more, Capricorn. Okay. That turned around quick. It's going to be profitable for you. This isn't longevity, though. This is enough to get you by. It's enough to enjoy the luxuries. It's enough to keep you... Oh, wait, no, that's cups. This is cups, isn't it? Holy shit, I was reading coins as if they were cups. I guess that's what happens when you're a Capricorn and you don't look at things properly. There's emotional fulfillment happening here that you're not expecting. Did you see? I didn't even expect it. I was surprised by it. You have your head down and you're working and you're kind of distracting yourself with work a lot maybe during August. You don't see this happening. It's happening right under your nose and you don't notice it. You're working. You're busy working. I think that you have to have the courage to throw yourself into the passion. Maintain an even keel with your temper, and be courageous with the process. Don't be impulsive. Don't be impulsive. Don't take impulsive action, but lean into the process in an abiding, in a way that speaks to abiding love. I'm hearing now abiding love. They want me to talk about abiding love. Abiding love is, to me, it is linked to unconditional love. I personally feel it's linked to unconditional love. And the reason I think it's linked to unconditional love is because in order to have abiding love, you have to be secure enough in yourself to not all of a sudden be, it's not placing conditions on somebody that because they have other things going on, that, you know, like, I mean, that is the thing, they're conditions, right? And when you're a part of abiding love, what it means is that there's an ebb and a flow that is so very natural that there's an understanding and an appreciation of another person's situation and an appreciation of what one person is asking of another person without there being conflict or the need for conflict. Doesn't mean that you set aside your personal needs or your own need for boundaries. Of course not. But with abiding love, there's a deep connection where everything flows in between each person. Just so, it's very particular, where it's willful obedience without the need to obey. I don't really know how to personify it other than that. I mean, just look up the word abide in the dictionary. It's like obeying somebody, but the difference is in a relationship where abiding love resides. There's, like I said, it's like the ebb and flow. You know, it just goes where it goes and it washes out and in, and it's so interconnected. Anyway, there's a need for you to think about that, because I think that's what's coming to you, and have the courage to accept that that is possible for you, because that might be one of the things that you believed was something that was, you were, you know, it's too late for. Sorry, now we're getting all staticky here. But I think you're busy focusing on some productive stuff, some productivity stuff. Excuse me. And you're not necessarily noticing. You're not necessarily noticing the connection that's growing in between you and somebody else. It's helping you to enrich yourself. Why is this happening? I don't know, but I'm rolling with it. They want me to. So we are. Let's do it again. Capricorn. You got 4 cards left. Okay, you got a flipper. Page of Cups. Love messages. There's a secret that's going to come out in a love message. This is absolutely love messages. You're going to find your wish fulfillment's coming in a love message at the end of August. Libra, Pisces. What's in between Libra and Pisces? What's in between 10 and 2? Or not 10 and 2. Card number is 11. So 11 and 2 is 11 minus 2 is 9. So September. You got a love message. Love letter. It could actually be written. It could actually be an old-fashioned, bona fide love letter. With something that was hidden from your awareness in it. Yeah, it's going to make you fall over. It's going to make you fall over. Somebody's saying it's like it's going to topple you like a tower. It's going to topple you like a tower. You're going to feel like the tower moment. You're going to be the tower moment. It's going to be so surprising. Because you're going to have not even realized. Keep going. What do we got? Three of Cups in the reverse. So, even though you're setting yourself free in the present of this mental prison or self-imposed prison, after, you know, giving up a bunch of options of an emotional nature, there's no cause for celebration in this. You feel celebration would be in vain, or you're not celebrating. You're not going out and doing the festivities thing. Could be that this message has given you a lot of food for thought, but I feel like there's a bigger reason that you're not celebrating here. We'll clarify. There's something bigger there. Let's keep going. There's something about keep going. Let's keep going. Somebody's coming towards you. Look at, there's that message again. Somebody is really, really coming towards you with some romantic energy here. It's not perceived as romantic energy, though, because it's very muted. If we look down the vertical, it is one of your options. It could be Cancerian or Pisces energy. We got crown chakra right now. They view you as royalty. They view you as their queen. They may call you something that has to do with something like that, like princess, duchess, queen, blah, blah, blah. You know, something like that. Or use that kind of imagery when they talk about you in this letter. Or, well, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. I don't know why it was, why I felt the need to count them. One of these is open. The rest are not. So maybe there were like 5 different drafts or 4 different drafts, and only one of them was sent. Somebody wrote like 4 different things, and they decided to only send one of them. They're very careful. This person is very protective of their heart space. Very private with that 4 of coins, and it's like they're holding on to those pentacles. They do not allow that they don't let go of that. But it's a very romantic energy. It's very rescue-like. It is very noble. But I don't get the sense that it's childish and youthful like I normally would. I don't get that here. Because the 4 of Cups is here, and the King of Swords is also here. So there's something that's intellectually with it when it comes to this energy. Finally, what do we have? 8 of coins. In the reverse, this. It's planting new seeds, you know. Being smart about planting new seeds with respect to your career, mastering your career. I mean, what you might be looking at, now, this is really out of character. I feel like some of you are going to stop working. Another thing I'm getting here, though, more than that is, I just heard no. So I'm incorrect. Work smarter, not harder. With the King of Swords in the upright. King of Swords in the upright. And right below it, 8 of coins in the reverse. Work smarter, not harder. That's it. Work smarter, not harder. And then you won't have to feel like you're splurging to restore yourself before you go in again. I don't get the feeling that this person is swooping in to save you. I don't think you need saving, Cap. Bottom of the deck, 6 cups in reverse. You're not dealing with a past lover returning at this time. You're not dealing with an ex. You're not dealing with somebody from your childhood. Long cherished childhood goals, the past, the time to let go of things from your childhood, or a time to understand when it's time to relinquish some of those childhood wishes and dreams, not because they aren't important or because they don't hold value, but because there is still respect and reverence that needs to be paid and credence that needs to be paid to practicality and viability. You know what I mean? Or a redefining of how you achieve those goals and in what way you satisfy the needs of the child self who is looking to achieve those goals. What did the child self need that they created those specific aspirations? Because deep down, and I know this is only a theory, I personally feel like the things that we wish to be when we grow up, when we're young children, are the things that we wish to heal within ourselves. If you want to be a fireman, it's because you want to save people. You want to rescue people from buildings that are burning to the ground. If you want to be a doctor, it's because you want to heal people that are sick. If you want to be an entertainer, it's because you do not feel heard. You know? And again, this is just my own personal theory. But I think if you look at children and what they want to be when they grow up, they want to be an astronaut, or they want to be this, that, and the other. Is somebody who wants to be an astronaut being given the opportunity to explore? Are they being given the opportunity to live their imagination out in the real world? Are they being stifled creatively, or restricted in their creative space, or in their, it's just, if you think about those kinds of things and you get analytical about it, there's a strength to being over analytical sometimes. And that's one of them, is that you see the common threads. And if you pull on them, you kind of get to see that kind of stuff. I'm gonna stick with this guy because it's small enough, and we're at 37 minutes, and then we might actually make a reading that isn't an hour long. I think there's only been one other. Sun, Moon, Tarot. That's right, Libra was the only one that got that deck, that Rider-Waite deck. Let's see here. I'm getting tired too. I've had to take allergy pills all week, and this is the first night I haven't had to, and knock on wood. But I'm really tired. I'm never tired. So, anyway. Mentally more tired than anything else. Something that somebody needs to discuss with somebody else. Or that they want to discuss with somebody else. Discuss it. No, we're not doing that. 2 seconds. God. Discuss it. That's like a thing. Discuss it. Something you need to discuss with somebody. Or somebody wants to discuss something with you. Christopher Furnace. Ooh. Hearing, who am I? Who am I? Somebody's seeking the ultimate experience in the ultimate masterclass in themselves. Yeah. Tell me what this conflict is about. Who are you having conflict with in the recent past? Oh. Well, we knocked out the flipper, and it came with some other cards that we're not going to take. You don't want to talk about it. Oh, that's why you don't want to talk about it. You had conflict over a situation or with somebody that you met with or that you wanted to meet with, or over a situation where two people met. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this meeting of the two. Okay. It gave you some perspective. It sure did. Is it a Pisces? Gave you some perspective. But it put you in conflict. Also lit a fire under your ass. How moved you into passionate action. Leo season. Or was this between a Pisces and a Leo? Caused conflict for you. You decided not to act impulsively, but you did act. It lit a fire under you to move forward in some fashion. What is the feeling of injustice and lack of fairness here? What is the Justice card? Okay. Heartbreak. Fuck. Heartbreak. And I don't mean just any heartbreak. I mean actual fucking, like, you felt like you just totally lost something that was going to be your be-all, end-all. You felt it was unfair. You feel that there was a lack of balance in the situation. You may have invested emotionally in this far too much or far more than the other person. And that was a realization for you. You realized that in the recent past, that you emotionally invested in this way the heck more than somebody else did. Way more. Tell me more about this. So what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Tell me what you did. Two, we got two. Eight of Wands in the reverse. You stopped contact, or you closed up shop on contact, and you decided to grind to a halt. You're not exploring this connection anymore. We got the Seven of Cups here too, right? Seven of Cups. So you decided to grind to a halt on all of these options. Started no longer communicating with options and stopped moving forward in connections. Protecting your heart space. Started looking at options to save money. Save stability, save face. What about these, what about the two that you kept? What about the decision that you make? What decision did you make? King of Cups. We have Cancer and Scorpio energy. There's a broken legacy. There's a broken legacy here that you are dealing with. But you're also dealing with, you're turning towards somebody who has Cancerian or Scorpionic energy at the same time. Could be a Scorpio or a Cancer who does not have a legacy, may not be that wealthy. There's an Aries as well. This is in the past, Cancer season. Cancer season, you realized. Cancer season, you realized that you didn't have, that you had invested time and energy into something that was to no avail. Intuitively, you knew this all along. Intuitively, you are moving towards a Cancerian or Scorpio because and taking the lead because you know that there was no relationship to be had with a Pisces. You gained perspective on that in the recent past. So you're taking the lead on your future instead of attempting to follow somebody else's path. 5 of Swords. What is this impasse that you've reached in the present? Yeah, heartbreak, pain, sickness, grief, loss, abandonment. The need to heal. Reached an impasse with somebody where you need to heal, they need to heal. There's just too much. There's just been too much. Tell me more. Okay. Okay, there's just been too much. And you know that there is a divine connection out there for you. You've looked up from the other cups and you've realized it. And you're willing to take up the offer and the challenge now. You have the courage. I'm hearing you have the courage. And this is Leo season. The time has come. The time has come to speak of many things, of jacks and queens and kings. It's somebody's heavenly birthday today. What did I say? Somebody was going to tell you that they were that you were their royalty. Did I say that during this read? Did I say that during this read? Anyway, send the dust in. Send the dust in. That's the line from Red Western Sky. Send the dust in for me. Meditation, prayer. The way that you're going to maintain courage, mastery over your passions, whether they be erotic, temperamental in nature, what have you, is going to be through meditation and prayer and healing, deep inner spiritual healing work, introspection, going within, turning inward to look at yourself and dismantle the negative emotions and painful pieces of reaction to something, and then reassembling yourself after scrubbing those clean, you know? Yeah. What else? Okay, we have 2 flippers. Yeah, you're getting sleep. You know that something isn't over. You realize that something is not over, but you're sleeping better. Once you receive word, there's something that you're receiving word about. It's not over. Something's not over. Is a part of it there's unfinished business, or something isn't going to end. It's going to continue, and that helps you sleep better. It calms your anxiety that something is not going to end, that it's going to keep going. That's a secret. What other kinds of secrets do we have? I don't do many of those, but if we have our High Priestess in reverse, tell me more. Scorpio energy here. Where's Scorpio? Scorpio, who takes you out of this anxious energy. Or they're the one with the secret. Part of this is a passionate message? Tell me more about this. Let's unpack. Let's unpack. Let's unpack. What's that? Let's unpack. Six of Pentacles. Balance, equilibrium, give and take in a situation. This is somebody who gives and takes equally. Somebody successful as well. Somebody who can donate to charity. You're not living in your intuition, though. You're not celebrating, but you're not living in your intuition either. Pisces, Cancer energy. Although I classically read that as Cancer, Scorpio energy. No celebration. Again, we have the Three of Cups, except the Three of Cups is clarifying our Eight of Cups. Or sorry, our Eight of Swords. Whereas in the main spread, it's actually below our Eight of Swords. So we did double up on it. You freed yourself from this prison of sorts. But you're not celebrating. You're still not celebrating. There's a passionate message. I don't know why you're celebrating. Somebody might be saying to you if you do. Maybe you're worried about that, but you're not living in your intuition. There's a feminine Cancerian or Piscean energy, possibly Scorpio energy, that is not celebrating either. They're not operating out of their intuition right now. They might be operating out of their intellect instead. Excuse me. They're not trying to show their emotions. Yeah, they're not trying to look and see what you're doing either. Or rather, they're trying not to act impulsively. Sorry. Princesses or pages in this deck. They're not trying to be impulsive. You're not trying to be impulsive either. You're not trying to be impulsive. You're not trying to be impulsive. That's why you're not trying to tap into your intuition so much, actually. Because if you tap into your intuition too much, you don't know if you're actually tapping into intuition or if you're living in delusion. And there is a huge difference, even though it's hard for some people to discern in between the two. Am I following my intuition or am I playing into delusion? You know? Try not to act impulsively. Saving money. Also trying to protect your heart space. You have something that's already flipped. Here. Yeah, because you cannot see the forest for the trees. Lighthouse, staring at a lighthouse again. Holy shit. Deceit. Things that are hidden. Hidden mysteries under the moon. There's melancholy energy here. You're saving. You're saving because you cannot foresee what... maybe you cannot foresee what your costs are going to be for an expense. Or you cannot foresee if you can really, truly trust somebody or not just yet. Because the light of day has not happened for you, figuratively. When it comes to somebody, there is still a lot that is hidden in the shadows. This is Cancerian energy for me. As a reader, the moon is Cancerian energy. Yeah, there's something else here about the energy of two opposing forces joined together. So... that's black and white, hot and cold, you know, earth and water, fire and air. You know, if we're talking zodiac wheel stuff here. Dreams, dreamlike states, trance-like states. Oh, shit. Don't let go. Okay. Okay, well, that one, this pile we don't take. Tower moment in the reverse. Scorpionic energy again. There's something that is a little bit shocking, but not so shocking. I think you've shocked some people with some of the stuff that you're holding close to your chest right now. If you did let it out, I think there's a little bit of fear, because the moon does signify fears. There's a little bit of fear that if you do share some of the things that you are keeping close and private, you know, for yourself, that it could be a letdown to some people, or that it could result in a tower moment, even though it might actually be bigger in your mind than it is in reality. You're not using your head right now. You're trying to be intellectual about things, but when it comes to this is an irrational fear, is what I get. Yeah, it's an irrational fear, and it's part of a victim mindset that you're still in victimhood energy in this little set of cards here. That's why you're feeling that way. It's a victimhood energy, and it's a mindset that you need to get yourself out of, and that you can develop yourself out of. It's going to take time to do so. And you know how, I'm hearing. With the King of Swords, you know how, Cap. You just got to put your mind to it, I'm hearing. It's as simple as that. Just you got to put your mind to it. Okay, down here, this partnership, this professional partnership, or the union of mind, body, spirit. Tell me. Okay, no more sloppy shuffles, guys. Sorry. Let's do this again. Let's do it right. I'm getting tired here. Okay, tell me. Is this a partnership? And if so, with who? I didn't want it. Wanted to jam on that card. Fucking High Priestess. Piscean energy. Somebody with Pisces in their chart. Unfinished business in the future. So somebody that you cannot walk away from. That's a secret and that's a hidden mystery that you're keeping to yourself right now, is that you cannot walk away from whoever this is. You cannot deny the hidden deep knowing that you have about the situation. That could be somebody that you're partnering up with right now. You could be delving into occult mysteries as a form of spiritual connectedness with your creator. And it's something that you're returning to that is near and dear to you from your past. What is this emotional fulfillment of the Nine of Cups? Where does that come from? Truth. It's a truth. It's a fundamental truth that is coming through for you. It's not a secret. I'm hearing it's a truth. It's not a secret. It's a truth. That's Athena's sword. So that's Libra. It's justice. Libra season, you might hear about this. Libra season, you might hear the truth that somebody is your emotional fulfillment. Ooh, Ace of fucking Wands. That's interesting. So you got the truth and you have a passionate beginning of something. This all happening during Libra season, so the end of September. Middle end of September. Okay. And coming out of blindfolded Two of Swords energy with the Two of Swords in the reverse, it went at a crossroads and needing to make a decision. You make a decision to move forward because you got Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords right beside each other. You got passion and you have truth and you have inspiration and creativity and fairness and justice. That sort of truth cuts so precisely through to the root of everything. No bullshit. There's passion. And you can finally see what is with this communication. Tell me about the page. Tell me about the communication. It's about somebody losing something. Somebody doesn't feel very victorious. Somebody's left home because it's the opposite of a homecoming. A homecoming, a victorious homecoming, triumph. This is the opposite of that in the reverse. It's not celebration. Somebody's not happy about something and they want to express to you. Tell me more. Tell me. You could have been mine. You could have been mine. Okay. Four of Wands. Home. It's got to do with home. It's got to do. Somebody wants to build firm foundations with you in the near future. Who wants to build these firm foundations with you? Tell me. Tell me. Dun, 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 What song is that? King of Wands in the reverse. You've displeased Sagittarius. I read this as Sagittarius in this deck only. It is also an Aries card, though, classically. Firm-handed ruler who is angered. Firm-handed ruler who is angered, or an unbalanced Capricorn with fire in their chart, or a Sagittarius cusper who wants to communicate with you. No. Oh. There's a decision that's been made. No, and it is not cause for celebration, but a decision has been made. It has to do with wish fulfillment. Aquarius energy. This is something that is lasting through the winter. We have from Sagittarius season all the way through until mid-February, where judgment calls are being made, or where there's criticism, atonement, being held to account. You can tell me about this Knight of Cups. Who's the Knight of Cups? Who's the Knight of Cups? Oops. Ace of Pentacles. Fuck, you got all three aces out here in the upright in the future. Ace of Cups is way back there in the past with that Pisces. I think it's time to let that Pisces go. I think you already knew that, though. You have a new offer. You have a new offer that is tangible in front of you. This Knight of Cups is coming in with this. Could be a gift. Could be something, a token. It's a small token. It's a small token of some sort. It could even be a token. Three of Wands. This is sitting out there and surveying. This person is actually watching and surveying to see what the next move should be before they come out of Hermit energy. Could be a Virgo. This is happening during up until the middle of September. But you've got some responsibilities to take care of. You got responsibilities to take care of. That's why you need to work smarter, not harder. This is not somebody you work with. If you're wondering, you've got responsibilities, and it's making it difficult for you to appropriately reply or take action towards this person yourself. I'm going to reshuffle those because I accidentally put something back that should have stayed out. Okay. Queen of Wands in the upright this time. Leo energy. Lots of responsibility going on. Leo and Aries energy. I always read my Queen of Wands as Aries too. But this is Aries 2. Aries 2. Are you? Are you? Are you? There's something about passion here. Creativity. Getting creative in your work. Getting creative about how you work. Is this person going to show you how to be more creative with how you work, or is it going to be about being creative in how you work with this person? Not professionally, I mean. Okay, so we have Virgo energy again, but it's the back end of Virgo energy. Could also be no longer slow moving, maybe even at a standstill with something to do with work. Taurus energy, though. It's just no longer taking action in one direction that seems slow to begin with. Working smarter instead of harder and not banging your head against that wall. Yeah, because there was no cultivation. There was no action. So why bother? You could have been mine, but you put me in line, I'm hearing. Hearing that over and over. Oh. You thought this was something that it wasn't. You thought this was emotional wish fulfillment that was like childhood emotional wish fulfillment. And it's not. You're still making a choice in love, but you've made a choice in love because you realize now. You see it for what it really is. Bottom of the deck, having the courage to admit that, having the courage to be passionate yet control your emotions, to be wild when it's appropriate to be wild and not when it's inappropriate, you know? Let's get your notes from the universe. We'll get your affirmation, do some magnetic poetry really quick, and then we'll be done. You got so many new beginnings on your horizons. So many new beginnings. You got truth, you got passion, you got inspiration, you got creativity, you got a new time, a new era of your own coming up with this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, I like to read as a new era of time for you. It's a new age for you. It's the beginning of a new age. That song by the Velvet Underground. It's the beginning of a new age. Yeah. There's something huge here. A fresh start. It's a fresh start. I'm hearing it's a fresh start. Hearing it's a fresh start. You have what it takes. Always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you must lead it back into love. P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? I like that. That's great. So it's not too late after all, right? Okay. Affirmation. Then we'll do your poetry. Then I'll leave you alone. Capricorn. By the way, we're going to do love reads. I'll start with the love reads after the weekend or on Sunday. I promise. I don't have time to mess around anymore, actually. I really don't. Okay. Tell me for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, no. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That's why my hands are actually sore at this point. I've been getting rid of some stuff, and also all the shuffling that I did those cards. I am appreciated. You need to remind yourself of this. Definitely. I am appreciated. Okay, magnetic poetry. I'm hearing that. Who am I again? Can't tell if that's a D. Yeah, it's a D. Okay, I don't know. You're going to have to take these and figure something out with them because I don't know. But thank you so much for hanging out and watching and spending the last hour and 9 minutes and counting with me. I hope that you're safe. I hope that you go after your joy. It's never too late. It's never too late. You have all of these new starts happening for you at the end of August. And remember that in addition to that, you're the person who decides when you start, stop, pause. Only you. Okay? Unless somebody's telling you to stop, then you should probably just stop. You know? Anyway. Thanks for hanging out, Cap. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you soon for the love read. Sign with the most views gets their love read done first. However, I feel like because I'm going to just start doing them, it's not possible for you to. So I might just do them by grouping of element. Who knows? Thanks again. Bye. Here's the spread. Yeah. Except I put away the poetry. There you have it. Okay.